Wow, this is too effective. I ain't complaining though. You know, whenever you need a cold treat just for the summer, because here I know in the States, summer's approaching really fast. Yeah, having a nice little like estrogen popsicle or, you know, testosterone popsicle, whatever it may be that you may want. That sounds really nice. That sounds very refreshing. And, you know, could I get one of those, please? Hey there. It's time for some trans memes. How many of you are going to panic from that? Oh, well, either way, there were quite a few of my comments kind of discussing about one of the memes and trying to tell me to not go look up a certain word. And I got a little curious and I had to go figure out what it meant. And what? Why were you all telling me that I was like to not go look it up because I would like ruin myself? All I saw was just like a soda drink. Like it just the one that has like all the fruit flavors and like the women who like show it off. That's what it is, right? Right? Yeah. Anyways, time for some more trans memes. Enjoy. Very well, facial hair. You have chosen war. Ugh. I hate facial hair so much. I have to shave on a daily basis, which, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, for trans masks, I'm sure that's fantastic for you. Like, that, just knowing that you can have facial hair that grows extremely fast and extremely quickly, but as a trans femme, it's so bad. I want it to go away. I wish I could afford laser. Well, one day. Parents, I'm so glad we only had one daughter. Trans femmes. Another there is. Parents, I'm so glad we only had one son. Trans masks. Another there is. It's kind of funny how like you have a sibling who is the quote unquote opposite gender and the parents like, oh, it's so nice that we have the nuclear family of, you know, an even split of the genders. And it's just like, do you? I highly doubt that. No. Oh, your day's about to be ruined, isn't it? I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like the time whenever like I would have like I knew dads or moms who were always like, God, the house is so dominated by one gender, like by the other gender. And it's just like, but what if it wasn't? Huh? No, it's fine. Man, I should really get around changing my name, but it's probably gonna cost an arm and a leg. Plus, I'm not sure if I can even change it to a masculine one if I'm legally assigned female. Hi, honey. Just want to let you know that some laws have changed recently, and now it's very easy to change your name. I can help you with it if you want. How did you know? God, I really should finally change it, but like, I really don't want to sue my parents, you know? Besides, how does that even work? What am I suing them for? Birthing me wrong? Hi, honey. Just calling to tell you that a bill has just been passed and it makes it so that you don't have to sue us anymore. Great, isn't it? It's wild sometimes how parents just know. Like, I don't know, like there have been a couple times where like my mom has just given me a call to be like, hey, is everything okay? And I'm like in the middle of a crisis just being like, actually, hey mom, there's something that I wanted to talk to you about. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. Sometimes, especially like whenever they get news of something positive, they always share it with you and always at least trying to like make sure that you can like be yourself as best as you can. And it's nice knowing that every once in a while they want to just check in on you and see how things are going, but also update you on like the good things that are happening in the world. Because sometimes we need those little reminders and just having that little nudge, because sometimes I know like we get so tunnel vision in on what is happening around us that we kind of forget that there are other things happening as well. And so it's nice to have people like your parents, obviously, to remind us that everything, like every once in a while, there are good things happening on around us. So amazing that your mom reached out to you whenever both of those things were happening, and congrats. Sometime in 2021. And there's my first pick crew. Wish I could look like that IRL. Still sis though, right? 2024 me. You dumb mother. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of us have been there before. It's just like, for me, it was like the first time that I played like a femme character in like Mass Effect. Like up to that point, I maybe had played like a girl character maybe once or twice, but mostly as like a way to like, I don't know, because like my brother had made fun of women and like not being at all like good at sports, or like it was like a hindrance to play a girl in video games. And I got really defensive about that. I was just like, you know what, F you, I'm going to do it. I'm going to prove you a god point. And I kicked his ass. I kicked his ass with girl characters, and I kept looking. I was like, are you done? Are you ready to admit that girl characters are just as good as male characters? And he kept like saying, well, no, I wasn't being serious. It was a joke. And I'm just like, no, it wasn't. And I can now look back at that. I'm just like, why was I so defensive? Oh my God. Yeah. Like, and then when I finally got to like actually starting to just mainly play women in video games was around Mass Effect 2. I went and played a Renegade Femship all the way through base Mass Effect, through the original, and then took her into Mass Effect 2 and played all the way through Mass Effect 2. I still need to finish that run for Mass Effect 3, but that was like over, well, almost a decade ago, but still. Yeah, and then ever since, like, I just kept playing women. Dragon Age Inquisition played a woman, Dragon Age Origins I played a woman, all my Guardians of Destiny 2 are women, my Hunters and Monster Hunter have all been women. Anytime I played a Fallout game, it's been women. It just always has been women, and I never really thought about it, and I kept trying to like tell myself it was mostly because like I was trying to like have either a smaller hitbox, or originally my argument was, well, I just don't like seeing bulky characters. I like thin characters because like I myself am a thin person, and I'm very nimble and I'm very like limber, and these tough masculine men just don't represent me. But these women, on the other hand, they represent me. And I should have thought about that a little bit more now, shouldn't have I? Oh well, I'm here now, so I got there at the end. Injecting HRT. Getting blood taken. Blah. You know, I'm not one who has a fear of needles, but I can see that. Like, okay. So I think the reason why this makes sense to me is like it's a reward, because like when you inject HRT, you're being rewarded. There's something good. There's something positive at the end of this. Whereas like when you have to get blood drawn, there isn't like really a reward, and it's just pain. Because like you're willing to suffer through the pain to be able to get the reward of having HRT, having whether it be estrogen or testosterone injected into your body. But having just blood taking away from you, it kind of like it saps your energy just a little bit. You feel a little weak afterwards, and it kind of all has like these negative connotations to it where your body is just like, but let me twist it to this way so you can make it a little bit better. By getting your blood taken, especially whenever you're doing your blood test for HRT, it allows for you to get to the HRT so that you can go and inject it faster. How about that? Might be able to help, but I don't know. I get this though. Like the immediate like benefit is not nearly as like felt whenever it comes to like injecting HRT. So for all of you out there who hate needles, I'm so sorry, but at the same time, I'm very proud of you for being able to muscle through all of that and to be able to get through it. Very proud of you. Okay? Keep up the good work and keep injecting that HRT. When I see a trans person's dead name, I didn't want to know. Yeah, this is me pretty much every single time that I get a piece of mail with my dead name on it, because I still have not legally changed my name yet. But at the same time, like my wife will get the pieces of mail and just be like, who the f is? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's still me technically. And my wife goes, right. I keep forgetting that's your dead name. I hate my dead name. God, I have all these strange and confusing feelings. Please give me a sign. You're trans. He's probably just joking. The things that we will do to just get around it and to be like, no, I'm not. No, absolutely not. What if I was something else? But, you know, for those of you who are a little religious, I'm not religious myself, but like I grew up in a religious setting. You can't always, like, you're always following their path, and like whatever that path may be, it might not always be obvious. And I know for some of you, you might even think like, well, it's not. You don't know their plan, and that's fine. And again, I'm just mostly speaking to my religious trans people out there, because, you know, there are some out there, and I wholeheartedly support you, and there are definitely denominations out there who are supportive of you as well. So don't feel like you have to be afraid of your gender identity and it not aligning, because at the end of, like, if your religious beliefs are telling you that it's a sin and it's wrong, but they're wrong. That is not the teachings, and that is not the words. But anyways, and no, I'm not religious myself. I grew up in a conservative area, but I went to a liberal church. So like, yeah, trust me. If you get a little cat backstory here, whenever gay marriage finally got legalized here in the United States, and I was like completely a-okay, I was already gone. But the pastor at my church, basically whenever she was told that we were not going to have gay weddings in our congregation from members, she said, yeah, that, no, we're going to do it. Love is love. Doesn't matter who it's between. If 2 men want to get married here in this church, they're going to get married here in this church. If 2 women want to get married in this church, they're going to get married in this church. And my mom told me that. I was just like, yeah. And then after I'd not been in the church for 10 years, one of my pastors, the guy that actually married my parents, reached out to me after I publicly came out as trans and told me, hey, I'm proud of you. This is a very scary journey and it's a very long journey. The fact that you finally felt comfortable enough to finally come out and to be yourself, that's amazing, and that's God's work. Keep up with the journey and I wish you the best. So yeah, religion can be a positive for people as well. When you're on T, it's me, Mario. Oh my God. You know, I will always say it. Whatever your gender goals are, whatever they may be, hell yeah. I don't care if you're looking to be the most manliest man, or if you're looking to be like the most Hank Hills of Hank Hills, whatever that may be. Fantastic. And honestly, having Mario be like any potential like form of like gender goal based, honestly, that's kind of great. I love that for you. Also, be happy being yourself. Wow, I wish I looked like him. Wow, I wish I looked like her. Yeah, I don't know. There are times where I wish like if there was a trans masked person who'd be willing to like just swap bodies, like I would 100% take and just do it. Just like pre HRT would have swapped bodies with like a trans masked person who was also looking to just get out of their body. I wish you could just take someone's brain out of their body and put it into another body and just be like, hey, is that better? And just kind of just going from that. But like it's just wishful thinking. But at the same time, like I'm kind of happy with the journey that I've gone on with HRT and with transitioning. Like feels so much better to finally feel like I am finally the person that I want to be and in my own skin. I did it. I made myself. I made myself and I came out for the better for it. And I think that's amazing about like, especially within the trans communities, we make ourselves, we develop who we are, and we mold and shape ourselves to be the person that we want to be. When you're trans mask, I didn't choose the femboy life. The femboy life chose me. Hell yeah. Love that. I love seeing gender non-conforming people. Listen, as a trans tomboy, I am here for all of my femboy brothers out there. Good for you guys. Like, honestly, it's kind of the thing of just like, well, but isn't that just being a girl with extra shots? Like, no, it's not. Because being a femboy is you're still a boy, and being a tomboy is you're still a girl. That you're still the preferred gender, but you get to express yourself in the way that you want to express yourself. Because like, I enjoy having still masculine thing. Like, I still enjoy wearing masculine clothing every once in a while, but I'm not a man. I've never identified as a man. And it's the same thing with femboys. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of trans men who enjoy wearing like feminine clothing, but they're not women. God. It's just, yeah. It always reminds me of those memes of just like, all clothing is gender neutral if you're not a little about it. And this is just proof. This is just fact. Not everybody has to fall within the binary of being either a very masculine man or a very feminine woman. You could be a masculine woman or a feminine man, or neither. You could be neither and neither. Like, or you could be a masculine like cryptid or like a feminine cryptid. I don't care what. You could be a cryptid. You could be a cryptid man or a cryptid woman, whatever it may be that you want to be, a scrunkly little guy, a scrunkly little gal, a scrunkly little thing. Just be yourself. That's all that really matters. And as long as you're enjoying your own presentation, good. Yep, the sports bras were definitely a good idea. I may not have anything for them to hold, but they feel nice just to have it as a first layer up top. But now it's time to see how all the other stuff looks over them. Oh wow, I guess just a feminine cut of a tee really makes a difference. And these pants just feel pretty nice too. Maybe just for home use. I'm not quite comfortable enough for exposed shoulders like this. But I can never go back on regular men's pants after this. Oh, I like this despite all the necklines. Maybe not the leggings though. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I knew I'd love ponchos. It speeds. Oh geez, it's like when you wear capes. Only worse because you'll be able to wear these all the time. I still say capes should be acceptable year round, not just Halloween time. Wait, how many of these ponchos did you get? I found a look I knew would work for me, and I ran with it. That's not an answer. How many, Lou? Again, all it takes is just trying things out, going and testing and seeing what fits and what doesn't fit, and kind of just seeing what works. And exactly as this comic illustrates, something might not be good now, but you know, maybe getting comfortable and used to it in your own house and in your own home will make it a lot easier for you to do it out in public. So yeah, rock all those fits. And honestly, yeah, ponchos really are nice. Honestly, the spinning part is really great, but at the same time, just like also just like the coverage and like be able to help keep your arms warm. Oh my god, just being able to like curl up and like keeping my arms folded and crossed and just be like, oh my god, this is so warm and so cozy. It's great. Me imagining myself in a cute sundress. If only. Okay. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but it's stupid, cheesy TikTok audio. What if, like, how about instead of just saying if only or one day, you just said day one? Like, in all honesty, what really stops you? And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, well, but Kat, I have too masculine of a form. No, you don't. You really honestly don't. You just have to find a dress and a style that fits you. And the only way you're gonna find out is by testing, by trying things out. Yes, I understand going out to like the Old Navy to go try things out is scary, but you don't have to go alone. As long as you've got some friends or you got some queer friends or queer community members who are willing to go with you, go with them. It's a lot more fun. Think of it like a little friend date. You know, that's how I got my first dress. Like that's how I was able to put on my first dress. But at the same time, there are ways to order clothing and like get a lot of this stuff, be able to like, if it doesn't fit, you can just send it back and like get the next size up or 2 sizes up, and depending on how it all feels. And if you don't like it still, send it back. Also, like another place that I would highly suggest that you go check out are places like Goodwill. Go check out like retail places. Anything that's kind of like a Savers or a Goodwill. Do not go to Salvation Army. But any other place that has like hand-me-downs, go there, check them out, see what you can find. You'd be surprised at how often the people there do not care at all about whatever it is that you are like getting. And yeah, like it's all non-judgmental. So to feel free to go and check those places out and find a dress that you like and wear it around the house. You don't have to go out in public. I'm not telling you to go out in public and do this, because you need to like make sure that you feel comfortable. As long as you feel comfortable in the outfits that you are wearing, then you can go out. But until then, like if you want to like experiment and try things out, do it around the house. Do you think I got the confidence to make those posts on Instagram just by all within a day? No, that took years. That has taken me 3 years to finally be confident enough to post those pics on Instagram and to even wear some of that clothing. Like it takes time. Do it. Start now. Put down that dress now. Oh my god, is Yuko gonna be the one who does the voice training, and I'm gonna be the one who's gonna be over here sitting and like smacking you all with like a cup of coffee, being like, put the dress on, put it on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, also, hey, Transmask, if you think you're in the clear on this one, no, you're not. Put on the suit. Put it on. Again, you're never going to know if you never try. Hey, so I'm a girl, and you always were. That feeling never went away. No, wishing to be a girl is being a girl. And now I've been living life just as a girl, on hormones for over 3 years, passing for almost 2. I even have a boyfriend now, and he's wonderful. That's a lot to take in at once. Oh, to be fair, it all happened gradually. Is it as amazing as I thought it would be? It's like a dream, or one of those stories you wrote. I'm still in love with it, more than ever. Would you like to see? Now close your eyes. Take a deep breath. It's okay. I'm right here. Good. Now, feel. You know I love you, right? Hey, silly. Next time, how about we don't do that? Oh my god, I think I'm actually getting the hang of this. Alright, on 3, we say cheese. 1, 2. It's incredible. I never thought that was a life I could have. And now it's yours. I didn't think that pain would ever go away, but it did. I love you. And you deserve to love yourself. Remember, you saved my life. Oh, yeah, I don't think it's something that we don't think about, especially maybe not all of us every single time, but like our past selves had to be strong so that our future selves can be who we are today. And I know for some of you right now who haven't even gone into transitioning yet or have like started HRT, I just want you to know that like your future self is going to be so appreciative of the fact that you were able to get through it all. And I hate that we have to like suffer just to be able to get to that point, or that we have to like put everything to the side just to live. But once you get past all that and you're finally able to be yourself, it feels so good. And you look back on everything that you had gone through and you wonder how you made it. And you're just grateful for how strong that person was to be able to get through all that stuff. I know the struggle sucks now, but trust me, it's all worth it in the end, and it's worth getting through. Just give it some time, trust the process, and just know that we'll also get through all of it together. You're not alone, and you never have to be. None of us ever have to be. You are important, and you're loved. Yeah, I mean, I know sometimes it feels really difficult to like even remotely accept it at first, or to like even believe it, but there are people out there who really do care for you and who really want to see the best for you. And the only way that you're going to find those people is by seeking them out, but also just by being a part of a community. Like, I understand a lot of people are afraid because they have unsupportive family, but the thing is, if it's your blood family, those people aren't really part of your family. Your family supports you for being you, for supporting the person that you are, not having this stipulation of what it means to be who they want you to be. That's not family. Family, like I said, are the people who support you. And the thing about that is you get to choose those people. You get to choose who gets to be a part of your family and who is considered to be part of your family. And so you've got people out there who love you for who you are, and don't forget that. And yes, you're extremely important to them as well. I did not have born in the wrong body childhood transgender angst. I had blissfully unaware of the concept of gender until the world lucifered me and made me bite that awareness apple, and then suddenly everything was wrong angst. Oh, so that's what that was. That makes so much more sense now. Yeah, nope, same. Yep, I don't have dysphoria. I just never feel anything. My brother in Christ, that is a form of dysphoria. Is this the second meme today that I am already going to get called out in because I was just like, yeah, well, I didn't really feel much. It's all fun. I wasn't fine, was I?
Who disturbs my damned doorbell? I curse you with 20% off the next hour only.
I've got this enemy I went cursed with the gender swapping.
I don't really see how that's a curse.
Oh, come on. It'd totally be a curse. You would get periods. People take you less seriously.
Very well. What is this hapless fool's name?
It's me. I'd like to curse myself, please.
You couldn't even get someone else to come in and do this for you? No, because I don't have supportive friends who would just do this for me.
Nah, go do it yourself. Maybe have somebody else like pay for it.
What?
Yeah, no, I get this. At the same time, kind of based of the shopkeeper, like, what? I don't really see this being a curse. Oh, now that you put it like that way, okay, well, not really a curse. I don't know. Like, is a person gonna be hit with dysphoria? Because if that's the case, then yeah, this is a curse. If they're not gonna be hit with dysphoria, that's not really a curse. But going in and doing this yourself, I'm proud of you. That takes up a lot of courage, and it takes up a lot of like just bravery to just muster up and just put out there, because like it's hard. It's difficult to be going to the endocrinologist to be able to get like the confirmation to be able to start HRT was a lot, and I was so scared that like I was just gonna be get like rejected. But yeah, it's just, that's amazing. Also, I wish this was real. God, why can't we have
magic in actual life?
Hey there. I'm just doing this little intermission to kind of break things up just a little bit, to say hi. And thank you so much for watching these videos. I do want to give a huge shout out to all my patrons, because honestly, without you all and without all my Twitch subscribers, I wouldn't really be able to do all this. So thank you so much for being able to help support this video and to be able to support all the past videos that I've done and future videos that I plan on doing. It means a lot, and I really appreciate it. Also, thank you so much to everybody who's bought merch. Oh my God. Like, yes, okay, there's merch out, and you know, maybe here's an image of me actually wearing the merch or something, but thank you. I didn't know how well that would do, or how well this would do, and the fact that a lot of you have been extremely excited to be able to like get some of your own merch, it's meant a lot. So thank you. The links are still up and everything. Nothing is a limited run. Feel free to grab it whenever you can, or however much you want. Go for it. I'm happy that I see that we can all share and have the same coffee mug. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. Sometimes my near entirely cis friends will ask me questions about my transition. Not a boy, I don't usually mind answering either. In fact, most of the time, I'm happy to help. Sometimes, however, would you lactate? Would using the internet be too big of an ask? Yeah, oh my God. Sometimes I'm just like, could you just not like Google this? Like, could you just like go find the papers on this and like Google it? Or like, it's just like, oh my God, it's not that hard. It really doesn't take that long. Yeah, just just go Google it. We can't always be the one that have answers for you. However, I do want to say, it's not just that like trans women can lactate. Men can lactate as well. Like it's a whole thing. There's a whole thing where men can also lactate. So it's not just women who lactate. Fun fact. Yep. So the answer to the question is yes, but not that we couldn't already before. I'm so nervous. I've never done this before. Come on, you can do this. The skirt is fabulous. I'll even hold your hand. Oh my God, I'm doing it. Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes. It just takes somebody being there to help you out. It doesn't have to be a push. It could just be something as simple as like just holding your hand as you go out. And when you finally get that like hit of euphoria for just finally being able to present it to yourself, oh my God, it's like the best feeling ever. So yeah, sometimes just having somebody there to give you the slight little nudge that you need is all you really honestly need. It really honestly isn't that scary. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I see this more like training wheels on the bike. Mr. West, can I help you, Miss Halsey? Your sweater. What? Well, you see. Oh, yeah, it's amazing like how sometimes the person who you think might be the coldest, meanest, rudest person is somebody who is like an ally. I don't know. Like you can't, as the saying goes, you can't always judge a book by its cover. You'd be surprised at how many people are still in the closet and they don't know if they are ready to come out yet. But you know, we always have to be there and we have to be ready. I guess it's always going to be a surprise. But at the end of the day, they're also part of the community and we need to make sure that we take care of them. Sometimes it is a much bigger pill to swallow, but you know, they're just doing their best and they're trying to do what they can. What gives people feelings of power? Money, status, blow high. Yeah, blow high actually gives me a lot of feelings of power because honestly, I had the feeling and the power that I can take a really good nap and not have to worry about a single thing. Speaking of which, I'm probably going to take a nap after this recording. Oh wow, this Pride Parade is super epic and full of so many friendly people. Yippee! Woohoo! By the way, what are your pronouns, new cool non-binary friend? Oh, I go by ZZM.
What?
Oh God, Dib's gonna have fun with that one now, isn't he? I don't know. We all know the she-they joke or she-them joke. I honestly gotta be real with you. Kind of tired, kind of old, kind of whatever. Honestly, I'm kind of now moved on to this new one of anytime I find out somebody is a he-they, I go, oh yeah, I bet you are a he-they, you little he-them. I'm probably gonna get booed for that one too. I love jokes like that. It's so good. Womanizer is one of those words that should mean something other than what it does. Example, I'm a womanizer. I see a guy and I womanize him. Yeah, that would be some Dr. Doofenshmirtz kind of bull right there. However, does he then also have a manonizer? You would think, or is it like is it a genderizer? Is that, oh my God, it's a genderizer and it has two settings. It has womanizer and manonizer. You can just flip between the two. And if he goes in between them, we'll find out. It's random. You see, you can just say this kind of thing to men and they will be thrilled. Yeah, I think anybody who there's a lot of people who I believe would be thrilled by just that bottle alone. That's just like a gender changing potion, right? Like just a gender changing potion. Yeah, that's what that kind of looks like. I don't think this is just I don't think this is just the kind of thing for just men. I think some women might enjoy this one as well. Just speaking for all my homies out there, every single last one of them. Voice training to sound hot during adult fun time? Call that hormone replacement therapy. I have no comments, no notes on this right now. Yep, yep, I'm not gonna, nope. I'm just gonna leave this as it is. Anyways, naming myself something over. Naming myself after a graphics API. Yeah, whatever works. If it fits you, perfect. That's amazing. That's all that really honestly matters. You should honestly just like whatever name fits you is the name that fits you. Amazing. Now then, I might have to be told how to pronounce it a couple of times, but that's fine. I'm always gonna make sure that I get the name pronunciation correct, or at least try to. I'm perfectly fine being a boy. Wouldn't you prefer being a girl? I'm perfectly fine being a girl. But wouldn't you prefer being a boy? Yeah, I feel like that's how it is most of the time, isn't it? Like you feel like you're totally safe and comfortable in your gender. You have all this protected armor around you. You finally have systems worked out to help you get through situations. And then there's that one little crack, that one tiny little crack where just the slightest question will just shatter the entire armor set. After having that piece of armor just completely ruined and I had an arrow just cracked through everything, oh my God, it finally feels nice to have a bra and binder of contentment. as every other D&D player, I don't have to read how those work. I get the gist of this just by the name. Perfect, amazing, fantastic. 10 out of 10, no notes. You transitioned? Great to hear. With a new form like that, you must be even stronger. Let's fight and give it our all. Oh, hey, trans guys, do you want to take this one? Because I have, like, I might be stronger, like, with my confidence and stuff, but physically I am not strong. So... Me, to cis people, I'm a woman. Me, to trans people, I'm a non-binary, genderqueer femme person for whom woman is validating currently, but have a fluid of ongoing conversation with myself about those labels. I, too, round to the nearest cis-significant digit. Every trans girl has two genders, woman and her actual gender that is complex and informed by a lifetime of alienation and abuse and attempts at making masculinity work for her, but she can't publicly express because people will use it to invalidate her womanhood. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing. Like, whenever you first come out, people will be like, well, there were never any signs, and oh yeah, but you hated being called a girl. And it's just like, well, yeah, but at the same time, I never identified as a guy. Like, I've never identified as a man. But there's a lot of things growing up, like whenever I was saying that I didn't want to be a girl, it's because I was being mocked and I was being made fun of, and I had a lot of like whole, oh, you throw like a girl kind of thrown at me, and it was just like demeaning in a way that just finally I tried to rebel against it. And it's not even just like the fact that I didn't want to be a girl, it's just like I knew I was being teased and I was being made fun of, and so that has like informed a lot of like my gender decisions and like how I identify. I'm a tomboy. I'm a trans femme tomboy. I do a lot of like more masculine things, but at the same time, that's all informed based off of like my lived experience and like what I want. There are trans femmes who probably have had similar experiences that I've had, but have come out differently because they have different feelings on how they want to present. And that's fine. However you want to really present is how you want to present. Being trans is like one long retail shift. I want to elaborate. Cis people are all customers by default. You don't have to elaborate. I completely understand. Yeah, I completely understand this as well. No notes on this one. None at all. Like, oh my God, I have so many retail stories that probably relate to just being trans. Like the one time that I had to like tell a person that a bottle of ketchup was horrible. And I mean like those glass bottles too. Like the glass bottle of ketchup was horrible. She kept saying that it wasn't. And idiot. Yeah, I'm for real. I'm not a guy. I just didn't want to be seen as a girl. Never did. I don't really act like one anyways. Feels like I'm stuck in the middle of genders or something. Several people are typing, I've said too much. Yeah, I mean, that honestly is kind of how it was whenever I learned that I was trans. I was sitting very much next to my PC like I am now, but more confused about my gender and going through this struggle of trying to figure out who I was. And my wife walked in on me and was just like, is everything okay? And yeah, I basically said the exact same thing. And the look she had on her face said it all. And I'm happy that I'm never looking back from that moment. If the cis find out we can voice train, they're going to tell the president. Hey, actually, no, this brings up a really good point. And this, I have a little PSA. Hold on, I got a little PSA from two very old people who I think it might have a very good four-letter saying for you all to like remember. I think there's this two really old lawyers who have a very good saying. I think a lot of you would really, really take to heart, and that you should really, really know.
Shut the f up.
All right, you got that? Good, perfect. Anyways, yeah, shut the f up. Shut the f up. But no, please do voice train. It's a lot of fun. This also gives me the same vibes of like, if the men know that we can shapeshift, they're gonna tell the church. And it's just kind of like, yeah, you know what? F them. Keep them confused. It's fine. They'll never know. They're just gonna hurt themselves in their own confusion.
You need to have patience with me. You have to understand, I birthed a boy. I raised a boy. It's like you killed my son.
Ooh, hold on. That's a new one for my trans bingo sheet. God, I've felt this before, because like, it's not my parents, thankfully, but like my aunt threw in my mom's face of like,
well, at least both my kids are God-fearing Christians and normal.
And I'm just over here like, I'm going to ignore that and move on with my life, because I see what you're trying to do here. And all I gotta say is, that's really pathetic of you. Anyways, that's my bingo sheet. Thank you for giving me a bingo. It starts with Fortnite and boneless wings. It ends with gender pronouns and communism. So true, King. Beware the pipeline. Regular guy. Fortnite. Boneless wings. Gender pronouns. Communism.
Down with capitalism. Give everybody HRT. They deserve it for free.
Everyone deserves to be able to live their lives. Is that such a hard concept? Like, is that so hard to like comprehend? Man, it's so bad that I want to make sure that people have free food, free internet, free housing, and the ability to live their own lives so that way they can like be productive members of society, whatever it may be that they want to do. Oh wow, that's such a bad idea, is to allow people to just be themselves, to allow them to do whatever they want. Like, God, it'd be so cringe if I wanted to be a content creator who made like a welcoming space for people who could finally be themselves, be comfortable themselves, so that they can go do badass things like being a carpenter or being like, I don't know, like a plumber of some sort, maybe a doctor, because they can finally feel like they can go help other trans people with like being able to get through their transitions and stuff. Or maybe they just want to be a teacher or a counselor because they can finally be themselves and can be comfortable and like helping other people out. Or maybe they're a programmer, and you know what? Maybe like they can just like, we can talk shop, we can talk about code, we can talk about like stuff like artificial intelligence, machine learning, not that generative bullshit, but like actually just like using like convolutional neural networks, or even talk about like hidden Markov models or various other things, whatever it may be. Yes, yep. Anyways. Listen, I'm just a little fox on the internet. Whether if I make this into like an actual career or not, it's whatever. Honestly, I'm just here to have fun, and making these videos is what I really enjoy. So I'm glad a lot of you really enjoy them as well. Ooh, that was also just a lot of rambling really fast. I might need a break. All right, everybody, take a coffee break really fast. Too bad I can't sip my coffee with the model. I can in IRL. Transphobes. HRT is going to cause permanent, irreversible changes to your body. Trans people. We want that now, would we? Yeah, we want that now, would we? I wonder what could happen that could cause irreversible changes to your body that you may or may not want, that could be possibly permanent. What could those be? Yeah, I wonder what that could be. Could it be? Oh, I don't know. Puberty? Couldn't be puberty. No, not at all. Yeah, who would want to go through puberty a second time to possibly cause damage to their body, let alone, you know, going through it the first time? They will never be able to get through their own stupidity, now will they? The face on the left is female, whereas the one on the right looks male. In reality, the faces are identical. One is a duplicate of the other. All that has been changed is the contrast. Yup, and I'm sure if you show this to the We Can Always Tell crowd, they would still get it wrong. They'd 100% get it wrong. It's just, they're like, I look at these two faces and I'm like, yeah, they're the same picture. Like corporate needs you to tell the difference between this picture, and they're the same picture. All you really did was you just changed the contrast on another one to make it look more, like to highlight some of the features more, or to like darken some of the features, that way it was a little bit more like telling. Okay, yeah, still the same picture. You know, actually, I wonder if this comes from like, I have a test I want to go try. It's not a phase, Mom. No, it's not, and it's never been. Yep, nope. Again, it doesn't matter where you come out on your gender journey. If you come out being trans, come out being cis, it's never a phase. It's all steps to figuring out who you are. And the more you learn about yourself, and the more you figure out about yourself, you're going to be more confident and more comfortable with yourself. So keep it up and keep being you. New York Times bestseller. Trans people want to control us. Oh, would you love me if I was a worm? Oh my God, it's almost like we're just people who just want to exist in our own little lives, and we're just like every other woman out there. Well, or every other man, depending on, in the case of this comic, is every other woman. But it's almost like we're our own people with our own struggles and our own problems, and we know we just want to live our own fucking lives. We're not some fetish for you to just get a kick out of. Ugh. Gross. Honestly, get the out. MAGA boys in our DMs. Trans girls, get off of me. As if. Why the would I ever be on a MAGA guy? Like, gross. What? No. Disgusting. No. Get out of my DMs. I don't want you in here in the first place. Why are you even here? Trans people are too weak to be in the military. Trans people are too strong to compete in sports. Transphobes. They're gonna do whatever they can to like bend over backwards and to do any kind of like the hoop that they have to jump through just to kind of like justify themselves. Cause like, I know like what they'll say is like, well, they don't have the mental fortitude, but the muscles. And it's just like, do you know how much trans people have to put up with just to be able to like exist within society? Do you know how difficult it is to just present differently than what people suspect you to be? Like, I bet you couldn't go a full day as a trans person. One day, just one day. Anyways, fondly remembering the time 2 of my transphobic colleagues wouldn't eat my baking, so I made progressively more delicious and elaborate cakes and watched them die inside from their own bigotry. Hell yeah, that's how you fucking get at them. No, oh, wait. You want your cake? Oh my God, you want this cake? You want this delicious cake? You gotta admit that I'm a fucking woman. You have to admit that I'm a woman, and you have to admit that it's good. You have to admit that a trans person made this absolutely delicious, scrumptious cake, and oh my God, what are you going to do with that fragile little ego of yours? Let them suffer. Keep at it, queen. I think it's cool. I'm coming to terms with my gender, but man, if I'm right, it feels like a bad time to find out I'm trans. I keep getting scared of the possibility that the way the world is right now, but I don't want to just live as someone I'm not for the next 4 years either. Fucked up, dude. I truly do believe it'll get better. I desperately hope it's in my lifetime, but even if it's not, I don't want the people who came after us to deal with it. Something's gotta give at some point. Rome didn't fall in a day either. I dream of a day that the vast majority of citizens of my country in some way consider others. I don't know how you can believe yourself so patriotic and hate your fellow man. Part of your role in society is to plant trees and gardens you'll never see. But no, me having empathy makes me the radical. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating how having empathy and wanting to have your fellow countrymen, regardless of wherever you are, to be able to live a life where they don't have to worry about being in poverty, having to worry about a day without food, having to worry about being fired randomly, having to be worried about not having the ability to pay for medical bills, let alone being able to cover to get medical necessities or is the surgeries that they need to be able to like live. How that all is considered to be radical, but making your own person suffer and to make them like have to go into poverty to just be able to like live is just the norm here in the States. And it's so up. And I also understand why some people are scared to come out, especially during the next 4 years. But I want to let you know that it's okay. We're going to get through this, and we're going to get through all this time by being with everybody else within the community, by surrounding ourselves with people within the community, and making sure that we don't ever leave each other. You do not have to be alone, and you do not have to be by yourself. We'll get through this, and we'll make sure that future generations don't have to deal with this either. Because at the end of the day, we can't help what has happened in the past, but we can make sure that the future is better, and we can make sure that we don't repeat the past. So let's keep fighting, and be sure to take breaks every once in a while, right? Go out, have a little party, have some fun, and then come back whenever you're ready. Self-care is super important in this as well. Hey, are you still awake? Yeah? No? Are you on your phone? Got games on the phone? Can you share? Can you share? Can you share those games on your phone? I would greatly appreciate it if you could maybe share those games on your phone. It's just, you know, please. For a little fox, would you just let her play games on your phone? Huh? No, but it is the end of the video. And I do want to thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for hanging out and just kind of vibing. So it means a lot to me that you all kind of just like put my videos on in the background while you're working on school or working on projects or just doing whatever it is, whether it be playing video games or not. You know, it's greatly appreciated, and thank you so much. I hope you'll have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
What could those be?
Yeah, she just looked at me. Her little head just went.
Mom, what are you doing?
Anyway, look at the beauty acting. See, fondly remembering the two of my. Fondly remembering the two. Fondly remembering the two. Fondly remembering the two of my. Fondly. Bah. Boo. What, you thought I had forgotten? That I haven't done this in a few videos, and you thought I had forgotten about the secret little outro that you and I have been having these past since I started this channel? No. Listen, I know I haven't done it for the few of the videos, but that doesn't mean that I've completely forgotten, okay? You are fantastic. You are wonderful. And you're doing an amazing job, sweetie, and I'm very proud of you. Keep doing the things that you are doing, and keep doing your best. That's all that honestly matters. You doing your best is all that matters. Don't compare it to yesterday. Don't think about tomorrow. Just know that you doing your best today is all that matters, and that's fantastic. I don't care how big or how small the accomplishments have been. You got them done, and that's amazing. Congrats. All right? Now have a good rest of your day, sweetie, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
All right, which one of you was it? Who summoned me and what for? Show no, show me the notification. Why am I being summoned?
Oh, that's why I was oh, okay. Yeah, happy to see you all. Anyways, have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.